Hey, George Nix of Lakeshore Video here. We are going to check out a shoot that we did. It was for Peddinghaus, which is the leader in steel fab robotics. So they make all kinds of cool robots that cut and weld structural steel beams. Go check them out, Peddinghaus. If you guys are a steel fab shop, you're going to want to check out Peddinghaus. So Peddinghaus flew us out to Garrison Steel, which I believe is in Alabama. Yeah, so it's Pell City. That's what it's called. So it's like basically out in the middle of, kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it's kind of close to, what's the big city, Birmingham or something? Anyways, we flew out here to film some interviews specifically with the Garrison Steel guys to kind of get their opinions of what the robots basically do for them, how, just marketing stuff that's like showing how the Peddinghaus machines help them do their jobs and stuff like that. So let's pull up some of the behind the scenes stuff. You can see here, we're just on the plane. I was doing some editing, just editing weddings and stuff. Got to multitask. That's what I take through the airport. I use a press pass to be able to do that. Basically, with a press pass, you're able to go up to like 100 pounds on your cases. So these cases are like maybe 90 pounds, 95 pounds each. They're pretty close to 100. And they hold all my lights and stands and sliders and just everything that I'm going to need to support the cameras, basically. And then inside that bag, up on top there, I have one of them is like your carry-on. That's where all my cameras and batteries and stuff are. And then the other one, the backpack is like your personal item. So I'm able to put my clothes and my MacBook Pro into the personal item backpack, which is a Manfrotto backpack in this case. And that fits under the seat in front of me. So that's how I'm able to bring that. So basically I'm checking 3 items. I'm checking the rock and roller. I'm checking the 2 cases, and then my carry-on is the one that has the wheels on it there with all my cameras and stuff. And so it costs, I think, like $50 per item each way, so it's like $300 to fly this gear out and back. So it's not that much in comparison to, like, just how much the whole thing costs, the whole job, because there's flights, car rentals, hotels, tolls, parking at the airport, all that stuff, all those different expenses. So here's just a closer picture so you guys can see. I have like little locks on there, but they're like the TSA approved locks and stuff like that, so they can take it off anytime they want. In this instance, it looks like we got a Ford Explorer or Escape or whatever these are called. I don't know what they're called. A Ford of some type. Explorer. Yeah, there we go. Usually I just try to get like a big SUV because I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'2", so like I'd need the space, and then also we need to fit all that gear in the back. So this was me trying to figure out how to start it. I couldn't figure out how to start it at first. Okay, so here's just like setup. Basically we had a big conference room that we were able to set everything up in, and I have 2 big lights. They're the Godox VL300 lights with the Photix Raja 105 softboxes. And then I also have you can see back there, it's like the globe lantern softbox with a Godox SL60. And we'll get some more close-ups here so you can see. But yeah, this is like basically what it was looking like. I had a pop of light on the background as well. So lighting up Garrison in the background. And then we had a slider right here for my close-up. So, and then just like a boom mic over the top. I'll get into specifics in a second. Just more behind the scenes. You can see we're at f2.8, 640 ISO, and then our white balance is at 5600 Kelvin, shooting in Vlog, 4K 30, 422 10-bit on the Lumix S1, and then same thing on Lumix S5. And okay, that's enough. I don't know how many videos I did here, but you can see, oh, there's a close-up of what our shot was basically looking like. I know it's kind of hard to tell on the screen there, but you get the idea. And we were using the autofocus actually, because the autofocus for these old Lumix S1, S5 cameras, it works when you're just doing talking head videos. I never had an issue with that. Knock on wood. But I think I'm actually going to probably get rid of the S5 cameras soon because I got 2 of the S1R2s, so that's going to replace it. But you can see on top I have like a Sony NPF battery to power it, and that's just on like a battery sled that provides PD power, which I believe that particular sled they don't sell anymore. I wasn't able to find it recently, so I think other people might make these sleds, but I was having a hard time finding one actually that provided PD power, because that's important. But if you can find them, they work awesome. And on top of there is a Hollyland Mars X transmitter, and that just transmits HDMI out of the S1, so it'll go to the iPad. So basically, I just have like an iPad like this, and I use like a hard case so I can bring it around. It's rugged. It's not going to get hurt. And I just literally hand this to the client. Like when you hand this to the client and it has the you know, it's the monitor for the camera, like the main camera. The client's like, oh wow, wireless. What is this? This is awesome. And so I love bringing that because it just makes the client happy. They can see everything, make sure, because they had their own marketing team here with me conducting the interview. So basically, I just like to make their life as easy as possible, like them to be able to see everything. You can turn it around, show the client, and they love that. So here's the S5. Like I said, this was with the 85 millimeter lens. So we had 35 on the S1 and 85 on the S5. And that was also on a slider. This is a newer slider. That's the brand newer. And it just kind of moves back and forth and just keeps the shot like interesting. I think I had like a video of it going back and forth here. There you go. So anyways, yeah, it keeps your close-up interesting. And again, I also had the you could see the power on top, you know, the NPF battery on top. And then we have a Sennheiser 416 for our close-up. I mean, for our microphone. Man, I'm losing it. I'm kind of tired today. So we got our microphone here, Sennheiser 416, just on a boom arm. And we have the, like I said, VL300 Photix Raja 105. And then here's our SL60 with that globe lantern thing. So basically this was my fill. And then my key and backlights were these giant Raja 105 softboxes. Here's a close-up of your Hollyland. There's me and Miranda, which she works at Peddinghaus. She's their marketing person, um, one of them. And so you can see here, this is just another behind the scenes filming a couple different people. And then we went out into the shop and we filmed a few interviews out in the shop as well. And out in the shop, I should mention, I also put, because we're going into a Zoom F3 for that Sennheiser to get 32-bit float, but we also have a Zoom F2 hidden under the collar of their shirt. And out here in the shop, like, it was kind of important for that because it's loud out there. But we did exactly the same setup in both locations. You know, same. I do the same setup for like all my interviews. It just looks amazing. And here's some more close-ups of the lights so you can see just like how it was looking on set. I do the Rembrandt lighting. And there you go. And I would do, like, honestly, I would prefer to just bring a bunch of batteries for these lights, but these giant lights, the VL300s, eat two of my big boy V-mount batteries, like the biggest ones I got. It eats two of those in an hour. And so I just can't bring that many batteries on a plane. So we plug those into the wall. I just bring extension cords. We're fine. There's a close-up. You can kind of see what his, that was a 35 lens, how that was looking. So that was really nice. Just like with the lines, you can see I got the lines from the ceiling converging onto his face. So all the lines all over the place kind of converge on his face. And then we have the robot in the background because that's what he was talking about, was that robot in particular. So Miranda's getting photos and Sean's over there on video. So Sean was doing the B-roll for this. I think I grabbed a little bit of B-roll, but mainly, like, my job was mainly just doing the interviews, because it's kind of tough to do like everything like by yourself, to do interviews and B-roll and all, just like keeping track of the shot lists and just everything. It's tough to do that by yourself. So that's why they bring me in for these interviews. You can see there's some cool shots that they get. And I get to film some of that stuff too. When you're filming the welding stuff, you can't look at it, because it'll make you blind. So that's why I bring my hat and put it real low and just look at the screen. It's not a mirrorless. I mean, it's not a DSLR, so there's no mirror in there reflecting it. If you're using a DSLR taking pictures, you got to watch yourself with looking into the viewfinder, because that's actually a mirror and you'll still go blind looking at it. But with a mirrorless, it's a screen, so there's no mirror. You're all right looking at the screen. There is the PettyBot, and that thing is amazing. And yeah, so that's basically it. Let you see what the PettyBot can do a little bit more here. It's kind of insane, like, what technology can do these days. So this machine saves them a lot of time making these big beams and stuff, getting them ready to be shipped out. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh, there's your Zoom F3 close up. Yeah, that's it. So that was my trip out to Alabama to film at Garrison Steel for Peddinghaus. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions, let me know below. I'm always happy to help, up and coming videographers and things like that. So let me know if you have any questions about my setup. And I guess until next time, my name is George Nix, and this has been Lakeshore Video. Take care.